Hi sophomores, welcome to Multimedia Design. I am so excited to have you in this course. And before we get into how this course works and grading and quarter dates and all of that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so that you get to know me. My name is Ninoska. I really enjoy traveling and taking photos. Here are some of the places I've loved to travel. Disney World tends to be a favorite destination of mine. I usually go every year. Love to go there with my best friend. Another highlight trip I took was I just took a trip out to Peru and hiked up Machu Picchu, and I really loved that. And I really enjoy vacationing in Puerto Rico. My best friend lives out there, so I get to go over the summers and just stay with her by the beach. I really love musicals, especially Hamilton. I have a little brother who's 6, who you can see right there in the corner with strawberries. I love taking him places and using him to take photos. And I am also a dog mom. I have a golden doodle who's 1 year old. Her name is Seuss, after Dr. Seuss. I graduated from UW-Madison in 2015. So just like you, I went through the program myself and I absolutely loved it. So once I graduated from ITA, I went on to UW-Madison to do my undergrad. And during my undergrad, I worked for ITA. So I was a tech instructor my 4.5 years in college. I graduated from UW in December of 2019 with degrees in elementary and special education. When I graduated, I got offered a position to stay with ITA full-time as the Tribal Technology Services Manager, and I said yes. So I've been with ITA for many years now, working. It's been about 5 or so, but I started with the program in 2011 when I was a student. So let's talk about multimedia design as a whole course. So this first semester that runs from September all the way till December, we will be covering 2 units, graphic design and sound design. Graphic design will focus more on your Illustrator skills and building projects that are visually pleasing. Sound design will focus on utilizing and building up your skills on working with sounds. So you will be learning how to master songs and how to record and write your own poems and make them auditorily pleasing. In your second semester, which runs from January all the way till May, we will be focusing on web design. So you will be building your own websites. So here are some class expectations. The first one, do the work. So this class runs on a week-to-week basis. So every week there will be a new module that is released. I will be releasing on Mondays at 12:01 a.m. You will be getting an email from campus saying that the course is open for you to go and start your work. Each week takes about an hour to complete, and that is so that it's more manageable. With that being said, though, you have to do the work every week. The modules do not open for you unless you complete all of the items from the week prior. So if a module says you have to view the video, view the supporting materials, and submit the assignment, you have to do all of them. Otherwise, the next module will not unlock, even if it's Monday morning. So you have to do the work. Otherwise, you're going to start falling behind. The next one is to participate. Some weeks you will be asked to provide peer feedback in order to improve your work and your peers' work. And the only way to do that is if you participate. With that comes respect. I expect us to have an environment that's safe for everybody, where people feel safe to be themselves and they feel free to express their opinions, but we must do so in a respectful manner. So when you're asked to provide feedback, please be mindful and be respectful of their work and the effort that they put into that work. The last one is to communicate. I understand life happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to me sometimes. But if you don't communicate with me, there is no way that I can help you. I am really flexible. If something happens and you cannot meet a deadline, if you talk to me, we can work one-on-one into making an extension deadline for you to complete your work. But I can't do that unless you talk to me about it. So you must communicate. So with that communication, let's talk about grading and quarter dates. So I'll start with grading. Work is being graded as it comes in. You can expect to have your grades back usually by Thursday whenever you turn it in. So your work is due on Sunday. by Thursday night, you can expect for your work to be graded. I do that in case you need to change something about your project and resubmit it. You have the time to do so. I leave comments on every single one of your assignments, so make sure that you check out the comment sections of the assignments every week to see what comments I left and what you can improve on. So now let's talk about quarter dates. So we work on a quarter date system. On each quarter, assignments that were due before that day will lock. That means that any assignment that you did not submit before this date will automatically receive a 0. You're still expected to complete the work, you just won't receive credit for it. So that's why it's so important that you stay on top of your work. If something happens and you cannot meet that deadline for some reason, again, you can communicate with me and we can work an individual plan on how you can complete the work and still receive credit. But for the most part, if there is no legitimate reason, you will be receiving 0s for work you did not turn in. So it's important that you keep in mind these dates. So your quarter 1 ends on October 19th. Your quarter 2/semester 1 ends on December 7th. Quarter 3 ends on March 8th. Quarter 4/semester 2 ends on May 3rd. So let's walk through Canvas so you see what Canvas looks like and get familiar with it. So when you log into Canvas, you will see the modules. So the first module is your intro to course module, which you have your video, which you're watching right now. You can also check out the presentation that I use. And there's more information on the course introduction and expectations on each one of these pages. As you can see underneath, it says view. So you must view the video, you must view the course introduction, and view the course expectations for your next module to unlock. You will see that they are on lock and they will have a date on which they are set to unlock at. All of them work the same way. Underneath every single one of them, you will see what you need to view and what you need to submit. And you will also see the date on which they will be released. So you have an idea of how this class works. There are some weeks that there will be no work. I give them to you as a week to catch up. You can see that there is a week to do that at the end of the semester this year. And there's a couple of weeks your next semester for you to do that as well. They're just catch-up weeks to ensure that you are on top of your work, okay? You can check out all of this on Canvas. You can run through it. The things that I will point out to is you have your modules page, your assignments, your quizzes, and your grades. In your grades is where you can see what grade you got. And on the side, you would also see a to-do list, which tells you what things are coming up and when they are due. You can also see the course calendar, which tells you week by week when things are going to be due. And it does this for the entire year. Everything is set up for it to do that. So you can see each Sunday what is due. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to send me an email and I'll be happy to help. That is it for this week, and I'll see you next week.